Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today we're gonna have a little chat about the current paper launch of the 5090 and the 5080. Play this in the background because this one's going to be mostly talking head. Let's get a few things straight right out the gate. There isn't any stock. There probably won't be for some time. The January 30th release date isn't really when these cards are going to be available because of a few reasons. One, Nvidia isn't pumping out enough cards. We aren't just talking about Founders Edition cards here. They aren't sending enough cards to the AIBs either. That means you're already fighting a losing battle. So, limited stock to begin with. Great. But there should be some available on launch day, right? Well, not really. Stores like Best Buy do most of their sales online these days. In-store stock is going to be like a handful at best, spread across thousands of stores. Most locations don't even get stock at all. So yeah, you can camp out at a Micro Center or Best Buy, but either you have to be the first in line or have an inside scoop on where these cards are going to be. Now that takes us to online shopping and the mess that it has become. Some sites do pre-orders. Just kidding, not really. Like if you look at B&H Photo, all the cards are listed, but it's waitlist only. Newegg is first come, first serve, but likes to crash when things get busy. Amazon just left the chat on this one. And Best Buy has a habit of leading you on right to the very last minute and then saying something went wrong and emptying your cart. Needless to say, your chances of getting either of these cards on launch day were slim to just non-existent. So you turn to eBay. And really the point of this video is why eBay is filled with those 5080s and 5090s right now. Hop on eBay and you would be like, dang, well, there's a 5090 for just a few hundred over retail. Add to cart, thank you very much. Much to your surprise, a few days later, a picture of a 5090 shows up, and that's it. The main reason why people do this is money. Well, it's always money. These listings are created to catch desperate gamers like you and me that are wearing out that F5 key trying to find stock. They're also created for those clever people, and I say clever with the largest amount of sarcasm, those people that have enlisted the help of bots to secure their 50 series card. If you are unfamiliar with the bot world, it's pretty simple. A bot is a program that will patiently monitor the sites of your choosing for the product of your choosing. When there's stock available, it will automatically fill in your payment info and check out. When there's only 100 GPUs available on a site, these bots will buy up all the stock just like that before you can even see that the product is available. Us humans are fighting an uphill battle these days. So what about that listing for a 5090 on eBay? Well, in theory, these listings could trap a bot that is monitoring for a 5090 by missing the part of the description that clearly states that this is for a picture of a GPU. The person behind the bot is happy they got a card, so they shut it down. And until that picture arrives, you have one less bot to compete with. So it sounds like these listings could actually help, right? Well, no, not at all. They are bad for everyone. Worst case is an actual person gets scammed out of a boatload of money. Best case is a bot falls for it, and that's one less bot we have to worry about. Either way, the person listing the picture gets money for nothing. And I'm not quite sure on the definition here, but I believe that that's a scam. Don't be that idiot that falls for these listings. If us normal humans aren't tempted by eBay, there's a good chance that these listings might just disappear. Also, don't be the person that needs a GPU so bad that they use a bot, especially if you're paying somebody to create it for you. You're just begging for your data to be stolen. I don't care what anybody says, these listings are not gonna help with the scalping, with the bots, with anything other than getting money to somebody that doesn't deserve it. So what can you do to give yourself a fighting chance here? Well, the first option is wait. And that's the easiest option. Well, it may not be the easiest because obviously you want this brand new shiny card, but that is your best bet. Now, if you can't wait, then use a site like Now in Stock to monitor stock status and hope for the best. Even with that, I would recommend not using the links that are on that site. If it shows that it's in stock on Newegg, open up Newegg and then get it that way. Now, you're probably not gonna get a GPU right away on the release date. That usually never happens. But you could camp out and wait in line like some people have, and that is one option if you are near a store and you feel like doing that. If you wait for the second, third, fourth, or fifth wave of stock, it's still gonna be at MSRP. You're not gonna pay anything extra for it. And if you wait long enough, you won't have to buy it like on Newegg, paired with something that you don't really need, like a PSU or motherboard. Be very careful if you're doing that, because those have to be returned together. So if you're building out a system with a power supply and GPU combo, if something's wrong with either of those, you have to ship them both back. So keep that in mind when you're trying to save a few dollars on those combos. The best advice in this situation is just pump the brakes a little bit. You've waited for this long for the release date. Now the reviews are out, we see what the card is capable of. If you still want it, wait until it's in stock at the usual site that you go to, Newegg, Amazon, wherever it is. Once it's back in stock, then get it for the regular price. But do not pay extra. Don't help the scalpers out here. It is not worth it at all. Now, hopefully this was informative and helped clear things up a little bit if you weren't aware of some of the things that are going on with this latest release. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.